All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending. I'm Greg Stanton, Mayor of the City of Phoenix. Last night, Mother Nature did a number on our city, and we had thousands of city personnel working throughout the night. And so we wanted to make sure we gave you a briefing as to the damage that our city sustained, our plans for the remainder of the day, and then, of course, plans for the upcoming days, because according to the National Weather Service, we may be having storms of a significant magnitude that will be affecting our residents in such a negative way as it did last night. So thank you for being here. And I really want to first say thank you to our incredible team here at the City of Phoenix: police officers, firefighters, Parks Department, Street Department, Water Services Department, Neighborhood Services. They were working throughout the night to protect the safety of our residents and their property. Police and fire took over 1,000 calls last night, which is a significant increase from a typical night. Thank goodness we had the support of other jurisdictions through the automatic aid process to help the residents of the City of Phoenix. Our fellow councilman, Daniel Valenzuela, who is a Glendale firefighter, spent most of his evening in the City of Phoenix helping the residents of the City of Phoenix. So I owe a huge debt of gratitude as mayor to all of those outstanding city employees who worked so late last night and will be working equally as long the next few days to make sure our residents are as protected as possible. Obviously, there was significant street flooding in the City of Phoenix, much debris in the roadway. Unfortunately, much of it's cleaned up, but some of it is still there. Dozens and dozens of traffic signals lost power, and of course, during the major rush hour commute time this morning, some of our major thoroughfares, our police officers were out there directing traffic and making sure people could get to work as safely as possible. At this moment, it's my understanding that there are still a few dozen traffic signals that are still without power. So please be as safe as possible, as careful as possible during your daily commute. The City of Phoenix, as an entity, we did suffer a significant amount of damage last night. A number of our city facilities were damaged, including, of course, as everyone knows, Sky Harbor Airport. Terminal 3 in particular had to close for a while because of roof damage. Many other city facilities did suffer damage. City Hall lost power for a significant number of hours last night. It is up and running right now, although it doesn't still have water in a few of the floors at City Hall. Our Public Works team is working very hard to make sure that we repair as quickly as possible all damage to city facilities. The city did set up a command post last night at Encanto Park, and of course opened up Emergency Operations Center here for the remainder of today, and then we'll see how the storms go the next couple nights. So the Emergency Operations Center may stay open for a few more days, so we're as fully ready for these upcoming storms as possible. City of Phoenix, as it always does during difficult storms like today, will be working closely with our community partners, including Red Cross, our utility providers, SRP, APS, to restore service and assist residents as needed. We got hit hard last night, but I do want to assure every resident of the City of Phoenix that this team behind me, this incredible team that we are so blessed to have, you're going to hear from a few of them in just a few moments. They were ready, they were prepared, the system worked, and it's working well, and it's going to continue to work over the next few days, no matter what level of storm comes our way. So there's still damage out there, there's still people suffering, some people without power, but overall our emergency management systems within the City of Phoenix worked well, and I'm very, very proud of how this team behind me worked throughout the night to make sure people were as safe as possible and make sure our operations continue. As mayor, I'm asking for the people of Phoenix to be patient and to remind everyone that there are storms of a similar nature forecasted for the next few nights. We don't know what Mother Nature is going to bring our way, but we do know that we are going to be prepared as a city. So again, I owe a huge debt of gratitude to all of our City of Phoenix employees, police, fire, parks, our streets team, our Public Works team, just an incredible operation. So our city manager is here, Ed Zerker. I want to say thank you to you for being an outstanding leader during this difficult time. I do have a couple colleagues from my city council, and I want to thank them for being here on very, very short notice. I know Councilwoman Kate Gallego is here, as well as Councilman Jim Waring. I know all of the council members are paying close attention to make sure they get out to their residents, their districts, information specific to their districts. And as I mentioned, Councilman Daniel Valenzuela would be here, but he's still working, working for the city of Glendale, but doing most of his work last night here in the city of Phoenix. So for the remainder of this press briefing, I'm going to hand it over to our emergency manager, Kevin Kalkbrenner. He's going to say a few words, a little more detail about the damage, provide the single phone number that people out there who have ongoing issues can call for whatever those issues may be. And then you may have individual questions for some of our department leaders about damage that they may have sustained within their departments or other issues affecting the residents of the city of Phoenix. Without further ado, our emergency manager, Kevin Kalkbrenner.
Good morning. At about 7 o'clock last night, we got a warning from the Weather Service that a large thunder cell had moved into the valley and had become stationary over the fairgrounds at 19th Avenue and McDowell. Shortly thereafter, we started experiencing torrential rain, and then the outflow boundaries from that storm traveled along a line from Sky Harbor to Papago Park, followed the river all the way out into the eastern part of the valley. We started contacting the city department heads, and we were able to get a teleconference call by 9:15. We did a quick round table and assessed the damage, set up a command post, as the mayor stated, at 15th Avenue and Canto, and it was from there that fire, police, streets, parks, public works began the tremendous amount of cleanup that they did. What I'm going to do now is kind of go basically by department what reports we have so far. So we've had crews cleaning up city streets since 9 o'clock last night, and currently we have approximately 20 traffic signals still without power. They're mostly centered in the southern half of the central part of the city. We have certain roads still closed due to flooding or other storm damage, including 19th Avenue and Grand and parts of Baseline, 59th Avenue to 67th Avenue. We have about 150 people working to restore those traffic signals. Debris from the streets is being picked up and taken to city facilities or to a staging area at Encanto Park, and specialists are responding to customers with unique storm damage to provide collection options. Thanks to the work of our city staff last night, we were able to have numerous roadways cleared for rush hour traffic. Lots of street sweepers and good prioritization by the foremen in streets. We were able to really focus on downtown and keep those arteries open. For parks, the most severe damage was to Encanto Park, Papago Park, and the Phoenix Zoo, which the Phoenix owns the property. The zoo is closed today due to severe tree damage, but no animals were hurt. Fire and police experienced a high volume of calls during the height of the storm. Police reported 509 incidents last night, but no gap in their service. Fire had 582 total calls with 318 in Phoenix. On average, we get approximately 300 in Phoenix within that 24-hour period, and we saw this from 7 to 11. We saw citizens helping citizens with stranded vehicles, giving rides from bus stops where folks were stranded. We had 2 severe house fires, one caused by lightning. We did some water rescues where we pulled people from cars, and no fatalities have been reported. Water services, the staff worked all night to maintain operations, and as a result, our water is safe to drink and our wastewater is functioning properly. In aviation, Sky Harbor, again, was really impacted by those outflow boundaries. Terminal 3 took the brunt of the damage. They did experience some flooding where they lost some of the light rail transport, and they used a bus bridge to handle that. Pretty much back to normal now, and they're putting on additional staff as well as bringing in some supplies in order to be prepared should they get hit again. And again, they're cleaning up any loose tree limbs or other debris from the storm so that they can't be picked up by the wind and blown onto the airfield. In wrap-up, I want to share this number with you. This is the number for anyone needing assistance from the city. That number is 602-534-2222. That's 534-2222. Staff will be on hand. This number will go live at 11. And then for all emergencies, call 911. If you need immediate assistance, that's what we're here for, so call 911. We really are concerned about future storms simply because, like this cell, they can pop up anywhere and deliver quite a punch. So one of the things that we'll be doing in the EOC today is planning and providing for rapid response to this team. We're also rotating crews and making sure that we've got rested and fresh crews available. And then last but not least, I would encourage everyone to help each other. Check on your neighbors, especially those who may be elderly or disabled or in need of support. The mark of a resilient community is how we come together during one of these events. We've done really well, and we just need to continue the good effort that we're seeing out there. Thank you.